Palestine.
This area has been inhabited for over 9,000 years. And no wonder. Two rivers converge here in the lush Jordan Valley, making for a plentiful water supply as well as rich soil. And its location also has strategic importance, as the road north from Jerusalem intersects here with the coast road from Lebanon. So I gotta ask, how on earth would you pay for something like this?
Well, the simple word is taxes. And the Romans insist that conquered territories pay their own way as well as pay for this sort of massive building.
What kind of taxes are we talking about?
There are individual taxes per head, and there are property taxes. There's cuts into a certain percentage of produce. We think it might be anywhere from 30 to 50%. For the poor, it had to be truly oppressive. It wasn't graduated, so if it was 30% of a smaller amount, you could barely get enough to eat.
So when it comes to first century jobs, ruling over another country and collecting taxes from them is certainly one of the most profitable. So if it's an oppressive tax regime, this is like 1776 where you have taxation without representation.
Actually, I think 3 times we have record that Herod Antipas, who ruled Galilee, he reduced the taxes. And the only reason he could do that is the people were finally saying enough is enough.
Right.
And the final revolt was even over taxes.
So what happens if you can't pay? Is there any sort of tax break?
I think it's almost like tightening screws. The client ruler, Herod, is watching to see how much pressure he can put on.
In addition to all this splendor, which may not have interested the local workers who were paying for it, the Romans also used tax money to build roads and aqueducts, which did interest the locals. So there were mixed feelings towards the Roman conquerors and towards tax collectors. Not the most popular job then or now. But one of the disciples of Jesus was a tax collector, Levi, who was also called Matthew. With Jesus so opposed to Roman oppression, why did he have someone like this in his entourage? The Gospels tell us that Jesus is looking everywhere. If there's a drought or a famine and you can't pay your taxes, there's no mercy.
You can go to jail. You can lose your land. Maybe you own a family plot of land, and all of a sudden it's given over to some rich landowner.
There were people killed for this? Was there execution for not paying your taxes?
We do have examples of 2,000 people being crucified up and down the road here in Galilee
For not paying their taxes.
because they joined an anti-tax revolution. Imagine saying crosses up and down a Roman road.
Yeah, I start paying my taxes at that point.
Exactly right.
Beyond your basic greed, the Romans also found that taxing everything and everybody dovetailed nicely with that other pillar of empire building, trade. Trade routes allowed them to tax goods at every stage of the journey. And it was merchants, another important job in the time of the Bible, who had to deal with both taxes have frankincense. Without it, there could be no temple worship. Why not? What is frankincense anyway? Where does it come from? I've come to the Negev Desert to trace the frankincense trail and learn more about the men who couldn't do their jobs without it, the priests. The same men who clashed with Jesus. From this famous scene in the New Testament where Jesus overturns the money changer's table, I've been learning about the jobs all these people did in biblical times, and how their professions could have brought them all to the Holy Temple in Jerusalem on that day. There was another very important job practiced by those who were already at the temple: priests. Priests were the link between the people and their God, performing animal sacrifices and burning a special incense called frankincense as an offering. Frankincense begins as a tree resin from southern Arabia, but to get it to Jerusalem, it used to have to go through this.